This presentation is an overview of Topic 2 of the TCS Teacher Continuum. The learning objective for this session is that you can recall the what, why, how of the Teacher Continuum, as well as consider and self-assess how your personal classroom systems practices support your students to engage in powerful learning. As a reminder, the Teacher Continuum is a research-based self-evaluation tool. We developed it at the Columbus School based off of a rubric from Stanford University with input from many stakeholders. It forms a part of our teacher development and supervision system. Throughout the year, teachers will consider their process and reflect on their growth and do that through multiple forms. Why do we use the Teacher Continuum? It encourages continuous growth over time, and it's also aligned to the way we want our students to learn. The Teacher Continuum is different than a rubric. It sees learning as a continual process and not one single score. We have 6 major topics with subtopics that are located on the continuum. It's accessed in the TCS Teaching and Learning Handbook, and moving from the left to the right on the continuum shifts from a teacher-controlled environment to an environment where the students have more agency through a system of gradual release. It's important to remember that all of the topics on the Teacher Continuum are integrated. It's also important to note that classroom culture and classroom systems are the foundation for the entire Teacher Continuum and what we do in our classrooms. This is a visual to represent the different topics that exist in the Teacher Continuum. You have classroom culture and systems as our foundation. You have standards, learning culture, assessment, and technology that all support learning. It's also very important to remember that while collaboration is not explicitly on the Teacher Continuum, it is an expectation at the Columbus School, as we believe that collective teacher efficacy is the foundation for working successfully at our school. So let's dive into topic 2, which is classroom systems. The first topic is just kind of an overview, and you can take a moment to read on the screen the different topics, the different descriptors that exist there, as well as thinking about what this looks like in your classroom. Okay, topic 2.1 is the physical environment. In this environment, you can see students organizing themselves into a physical setup that makes sense for the type of learning they're doing. Students can get up, access materials they need without help from a teacher, and they can also manage the cleanup to the lesson and return materials to the desk to their appropriate spot. Remembering that from the left to the right, it goes from a more teacher-controlled environment to an environment with student agency. Take a moment to unpack and read topic 2.1. Topic 2.2 is time. Take a moment to read the descriptors as well as what this actually looks like in action for students and the teacher in the classroom. And topic 2.3, looking at routines and procedures, is also part of topic 2. Take a moment to pause and read the descriptors and what this looks like in action. And finally, 2.4 is discipline. Looking again at a more teacher-controlled environment on the left and an environment with student agency on the right, thinking about students and teachers discussing problems that have arisen and brainstorming solutions to improve, looking for those restorative conversations among students and teachers, and also that students are able to decide how to improve a situation that might come up in a collaborative group or in working with others, and they're able to implement that solution with a kind of gradual release model over time. So the teacher might support them a lot at the beginning of the year with that, and then towards the middle to end of year, they're able to do that independently as a group. Thank you for listening to the presentation today. If you have any questions, please contact the curriculum office. You can talk to the director of learning or any of the assistant directors of learning or your principals.